Hi, happy summer everyone. Thanks for joining my channel. It's that time of the year when we discuss about last month, how was the real estate last month. We are in the peak summer, very high demanding real estate market because schools will be starting in Connecticut from September. So generally June, July, August is a peak month for home selling. We'll be going over the reports more, so stay tuned. Let's scan through the real estate market report end of July 2021 for Connecticut, of course. Historical count of active listings. I pulled the data for January 2020 till August 2021, so start of August 2021. So if you analyze this section or this particular report, the bar chart report, you will see the current active listings. So if you see January last year, this is the section, but we are trying to compare the year worth of data. So in July, if you see here, this is a section, the July 2021 is less. So what I'm trying to convey here is in Connecticut, suppose July 2020 there were 25,000, I would say this is about 23 to 24,000 listings. In this particular year, July 2021, there are less than 20,000 listings, but definitely the demand is high because last year due to pandemic people were not able to search or go see the houses, so a lot of people are on street, but the active listings are less. The next report is historical sales price trend. For this as well, I pulled the data Jan 2020 till July 2021, so end of July. So here as you see, again the sales price range is towards higher price than last year. So a particular home is in the range, I would say about 280K, right? That same home is about 320K range situation. So again, this is an average median price across all over Connecticut. So don't go with the number and compare against your home, but this is a total average considering everything, apartments to even $1 million homes. So it's an average situation. But what I'm trying to say here is the sales price trend is increasing. It has increased. I definitely got curious about this particular report when I was analyzing the market reports in MLS. So this particular report is the original price versus the sold price trend, and it really interests me. So again, for this as well, I pulled the data Jan 2020 till end of July 2021, and the green bar shows the original price. Again, this is the median price range all over Connecticut for all type of homes. So green represents the original listed price and blue bar represents the sales price. So if you see the last year trend, you will see that the accepted offer price or a sold price is less than the original listed price. But as you go further, especially in June and July, you will see the trend that consistently people are overbidding to what it's priced. So the sold price is on average higher than the listed price, and that's the trend we are looking at, like especially June and July. Now things may change in fall, but at least in this particular summer its overbidding situation. Let's cover the towns next. Before that, please give me a like and subscribe. So thank you so much to whoever watches my video and sends me the request. I got the request from someone in Danbury. So he wanted the data for Danbury town. So I pulled this yearly market comparison report for single family home for Danbury town, and as you see, 2019 and 2020, you will see the difference that the number of homes sold are more, right? And also the price range also has been increasing. So this is a yearly comparison for Danbury single family homes. Similarly, I pulled the data for condo complexes too. So in condo case as well, you will see there is a increase in sold listings and also increase in price. And that's pretty much overall trend going on in all other towns, but I do have more specific numbers for your town, Danbury. Now in case of Danbury current situation, the inventory counts, if you pull the data for condo, we are seeing that about 60 condos, average price 450 K in the range, and if you see the days in market, actually it's taking a while to get them sold. Okay, so about 60 days. DOM is days in market, days on market, right? So 60 condos are active currently, 48 condos are closed, so in 48 days, so about 50 days, and under contract are about 78. So busy market. In case of single family homes, we will see there are 72 active, 53 closed, 61 in contract. So about the number is same, but more movements going on in case of single family homes, meaning at least more active single family homes there. So this is about Danbury. The next data I pulled for Wilton. For Wilton, as you see the trend, the condos, you will find very less condos in Wilton. Just 3 active, 5 closed, and 4 under contract. So just about 12 condo transactions. And overall, as you see the transaction days, the days on market situation, it's less than Danbury. In Danbury, we were seeing about 60 days range versus in I would say in Wilton it's happening pretty fast. In case of single family homes, about 43 active, close 66, and under contract 40. So about 149 single family home active transactions are there. Again, this data is just worth of month data, like July, and I pulled couple of days in August. So it's in months, 150 transactions happening. Few are new, few are under contract, few are getting closed, and average day in market is 60. About 2 months it takes to close the home. Okay, and in Wilton is $1 million plus average price. Similarly, for Stamford, you will see bunch of transactions in Stamford. Very aggressive and active market in Stamford. You will see about 349 transactions for condos and 419 transactions for single family. So very active numbers there. Also days in market about 2 months, anywhere between 55 to 65 days. That's average everywhere, because to close a particular home, the buyer perspective, you have to go through the inspection, then the appraisal, then the loan processing. So average 2 months we give as a realtor, I'm telling you. But a very, very busy market in Stamford. Again, it's closer to New York, so you will see that trend. In Farmington, you will see condos versus single family, more active market in single family homes, less condos, but still about 59 transactions in condo market and 123 transactions in single family market. Days in market is pretty aggressive in Farmington. I have a buyer I'm working with, him and another prospect. The offers, like each, either whether it is condo or single family, they are getting offers so aggressively. Within a week they are going under contract. So very, very, very aggressive market, less listings available, because you can simply consider Stamford versus Farmington, vast difference in active listing, but very, very aggressive situation in Farmington as far as closing of a deal is concerned. So very, very challenging for the new buyers. And that's about it. This was the market update for July 2021. I hope this video is helpful to you. I tried to cover a few more towns because I got a special request from Danbury to cover their town. So I have added that as my first town in my list, where I cover detailed report of how many active closed listings and whatnot. So I've added Danbury there. I have few clients in Farmington, so I have that as well. So apart from Fairfield County, New Haven County, I've added the Hartford County as well. So I hope you like this channel and this market update is helpful to you. I will be making more videos, so stay tuned. Please give me the like and subscribe. Don't forget that. Thank you, and please comment. Thank you.